All right.
Hey, bring that too.
Okay. The case for sterilization, quality versus quantity, by us.
The claim of the article was that feeble-minded people should be sterilized to improve the population's intelligence and quality of life and to decrease the population, because humans are so overpopulated that we need some way to decrease the population, and our population is actually getting degraded because of the quality of people we have right now.
Evidence. Although the number of people in mental institutions has doubled since 1943, not enough people are being reached by the mental hospitals to make a difference. And also there are more mentally deficient young people than adults. This is because there is a high death rate among mentally deficient people, so fewer of them survive to adulthood.
So the individuals with lower IQs, they tend to breed more frequently than the ones with higher IQs. The contraceptives are generally used more by people with the highest IQs in the population. They lack the breeding among the more intelligent people, and the rampant breeding among the less intelligent people creates a large population, mainly consisting of lower intellectual individuals. Overpopulation of humans could be controlled by focusing the population on creating fewer, higher quality offspring and discouraging frequent, lower quality offspring.
1.3% of the population is feeble-minded. 5% of the population is either insane or feeble-minded. Hospitals do not have enough room or resources to care for all the mentally deficient individuals. Thus, we must look for ways to reduce the number of mentally deficient individuals. Many mental hospitals are inhuman and must be improved before they become an acceptable option for caring for these individuals. Until they can be improved and expanded, we must focus on reducing the number of feeble-minded and insane individuals, and thus we must sterilize this part of the population.
Mental hospitals do not control this population well enough as people drift in and out of institutions. Even if these institutions are improved and expanded, mental hospitals only reach a small amount of people, and these people are not affected by, or are not affecting the population.
There's a lot of types of mental diseases because of sterilization and some on heredity. Because parents make sure that there's no new child that are focused to endure all these mental diseases. And a lot of the people would prefer to have mentally unfit individuals as parents, or would not prefer to have mentally unfit parents, because that really wouldn't work out. And this does create tension between the child's life as they develop mentally and physically, because they're not fit to take care of it.
Some states have attempted to control the population of feeble-minded and insane individuals by not allowing them to marry. This doesn't prevent any kind of actual relationship or anything like that happening. So there's still population increase because marriage doesn't affect anything in this state. Sterilizing the feeble-minded and insane individuals is the only way to ensure that new individuals with that kind of a disease is not introduced into the population. Eventually, it could drastically reduce the number of insane and feeble-minded individuals. It will not eliminate it because some things are not hereditary but are environmental. We go back. How do I go back?
4 minutes.
So 27 of the states have laws that allow the sterilization of particular types of insane people, but not enough of the population is being reached by these laws, as they are not forced. More of the population must be reached in order for these laws to affect the population.
Sterilization is a simple procedure. No organs are removed and no nerves are cut. The individual is not changed except for the fact that they are no longer able to procreate. Sterilization of feeble-minded individuals benefit them as they will never have the burden of caring for a child. which can often overwhelm feeble-minded people. This also helps to decrease the burden of feeble-minded people on society. Fewer tax dollars need to go to funding mental hospitals if there are fewer insane or feeble-minded people.
Sterilization is like reintroducing natural selection into the population. Those that are unfit to mate and create offspring are unable to do so. Sterilization will not eliminate mental illnesses, but it will drastically reduce the frequency and severity of these cases. For hundreds of years, people have been selectively breeding their animals to get the desired characteristics of the parents into the offspring. This same idea would be applied to humans using sterilization to ensure that undesirable characteristics of imbeciles, idiots, morons, and insane are not passed to the next generation. This process is called eugenics.
If we do not sterilize the population, we will not be overwhelmed by the feeble-minded, but our population will be degraded and unfair to mentally unfit individuals to have the burden of childcare. Thus, it would be foolish to not use the tool of sterilization. Even the types of mental instability that are not hereditary can often be given to the child because of the environment in which they are raised. The mentally unfit are unable to create a healthy environment for their offspring to be raised in.
All right.